Hello everyone, happy Friday. Welcome to my first day in the life of a kindergarten teacher. So if you are new, my name is Marin, welcome. I decided to take a break from vlogging this week. I have so much to do, y'all. We are just overloaded with testing that has to get done, meetings, there's just a lot. There's a lot going on. So because of that, I just decided not to film the whole week. So instead, I'm going to do a little bit more in-depth day in my life and take you along on this Friday. So it is Friday, December 10th. It is 8:05. I need to go through the math module assessment, make sure I have everything that I need for that. And I need to look at writing for today, and I need to go over my small group lessons for the two groups that I'm going to meet with today. And then I think that's all I need to do. Since my last vlog, I have decided that I'm having the kids put the chairs down themselves. The only time that I put them down is when I need to wipe the tables down. And I'm gonna, full disclosure, the tables are nasty. Our custodians don't clean them, and I don't have time to clean them before the kids put their chairs up. And I don't wanna put all those chairs up. So I give them a sponge at breakfast time. I ask them to wipe their spots down really well with the sponge. And that's just what we're doing. Today is Friday though, so they will get Fun Friday time at the end of the day. So I will use that time to clean the tables more in depth, but I just can't do it during the week, and the custodians don't do it. So I'm gonna log into my computer really fast. What else? This week we had, well, I was observed. I had my post-observation meeting yesterday. It was fine. We had a PBIS team meeting yesterday morning. I had PLC. It's been very busy. I'm also trying to finish up the running records on my students. I have 2 left to do. And yeah, have to give that math module assessment. I also ran the idea of trying more of a math workshop model with my students by my principal yesterday while we were talking about the math lesson he'd observed, and he is all for that. So he asked me to give it a whirl 2 days next week. So I want to look more into that and figure out what I'm going to have the students who are not meeting with me do, because it's not going to be centers, it's going to be 2 rotations basically. So you're with the teacher or you're doing something else. The something else will probably be Imagine Math, which is the program that our district uses, because they can work on that independently and they can do it quietly. But that is all the news I have to catch you up on, I guess. Right now I'm gonna go ahead, get stuff pulled up on the computer, and then start looking at the lessons for today. Hello everyone, it is 2:24. I am on my plan time. Yeah, excuse my frazzled appearance. We had a really good morning, but the afternoon has been rough, but only because of one particular child who I eventually had to have removed from the classroom. So could have been worse, but yeah. Also, it is incredibly foggy outside, has been all day. And they initially took the kids out for lunch recess, and it started raining on like our first lunch shift, which is what my students are on. So my hair is all crazy because I had to go pick them up from outside. TGIF, y'all. Okay, so sorry, I'm like a bit frazzled. Anyway, I need to look at math for next week. Since my principal wants me to try the workshop model for a couple of days next week, I need to find some things for the students to work on independently. I set up boom cards. I purchased a set of boom cards that go along with Module 3 of Eureka, and I had my students try them out today right after lunch. So we went through the process of getting them imported into Boom, connecting it to their Clever account, so now they can just click on the button and they get logged in. So hooray for that. That is all done. And then I had them try 2 assignments out. So they were doing comparing length and height, and then they did a comparison with the balance scale, which is 2 of the things that we had taught for this module in math. So that went really well. They seem to really enjoy that. I'm hopeful that that means that it will be an activity that they can learn how to do independently and work on quietly, because they definitely were not quiet today. They never are with anything new, but they really enjoyed it, which made me happy, because hopefully that means they will continue to enjoy it. And I like that boom cards are self-correcting, and I can also go in and see how they did on the various skills, because that will help me with my intervention groups. Yeah, anyway, okay, let's look at math. I purchased a couple of packs that someone had put together on TPT, where they took the Eureka lessons and they made worksheets and games and things like that to go along with the lesson. I'm going to hopefully be able to give that a whirl. We will see. I have it pulled up here. I'm going to kind of just play around with it, see what kind of stuff they have going on. And then I also need to look at the lesson to see what the skill and the standard are, so I can make sure that it's compatible, because my principal said to make sure I have some way of verifying that they are completing their independent work. So boom cards would obviously be the easiest, because I can see right away if they've done it. And then they can work on worksheets or whatever possibly and turn those in, although I would like to kind of keep that curtailed. So we'll see what I can come up with, but that's what I'm going to look at for the remainder of the time today. I also want to look at reading. Yes, reading and math. And I have about 25 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and roll on into that, and I will take you along as I prep and plan that. You guys pulled it apart. And that's going to take a long time to clean up.
It's going to take 1 billion hours.
All right, hello everyone. I was going to film some of my planning and prepping, but got distracted and forgot. So I did go through math to see what materials we need, and I made myself a list of things that I need to pick up. They're supposed to do a popcorn party as one of the lessons, so I have to go pick up that stuff for that. Not thrilled about it, but it is what it is. They also require beans, like flat beans, large flat beans is what it said. So I'm gonna see what I can find and take care of that. Yeah, just go to Target or something tomorrow, see if we can't get all of this stuff. I believe, so the whole point is to introduce more and less. So you pass out the plates, and you have not enough, so they say you don't have enough of them. You pass out the cups and there's too many of them. So that kind of stuff. It's to introduce the vocabulary. Hopefully it will go well. I don't know if I'm going to do this lesson as a workshop type lesson or just whole group, but anyway, I will think about that over the weekend. Right now it is 4:59 and I want to head out. So I'm gonna go ahead and head home. It's like pitch black outside already, y'all. Yeah, it gets dark so early. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I will bring you along on a typical evening, although I'm not sure how long I will stay awake, because Fridays I am usually wiped out. But I will do my best to get some footage and then close this little day in my life out. All right, hello everyone. It is 6 o'clock. I got home about 5:15ish or so and kind of unwound a bit. I realized that I never actually talked about how the rest of our day went. We had a pretty good last hour of the day. Now, admittedly, I was down to 10 students, 11 students. So one had gone home, one was put out, as I'd mentioned earlier, and they kept her until it was time to go home. So I also had 3 absent. Yeah, so five, I was 5 down. So there were 11 of us, 11 of them. And I let them have their recess from 3 to 3:15. I was gonna stop, do writing for a little while, and then let them do Fun Friday, but it was Friday, y'all. We are 5 days away from winter break, and I just decided that I was gonna let them have that whole time to play. They don't ever hardly get playtime. Our schedule is ridiculous. It's not developmentally appropriate. I could go on, but I'm not going to. So I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna let them play. So that's what I did. And they had a great time. I had some footage that I included in this that you got to see. I let my students who had had the best day pick the bins, and then everyone else could join one of those bins. And it worked really well. They got a good, probably 40 minutes of playtime. Then I had them clean up, we packed up, and we went home. I mentioned it was very foggy today. Dismissal was damp. The air just felt very damp. It wasn't raining, but it had rained earlier in the day, so the ground was really wet. My shoes are all dirty. I'm gonna make sure I throw them in the washer this weekend because they got all wet and gross from dismissal. But we made it through, and we have 5 days left until winter break. So I can't really complain. Now, the goal for tonight is not really much of anything. I have some reading I would really like to do. I am behind. I was supposed to have finished a book on Wednesday, and I'm only 70 something pages into it. Not a big deal. I have plenty of time to finish it. But yeah, this week was long and exhausting, hence why I did not vlog the whole thing, and I fell asleep very early some nights, which was good for my self-care, but not good for my reading. But that is what it is. So right now, tonight, I am going to have some dinner from a local little barbecue place and probably do a little bit of reading, maybe play some Animal Crossing, and then go to bed because this was a long week, y'all. I'm tired, but at least we had a pretty good note to the end of our week, one student aside, and the kids got to go home having had some actual playtime and time to interact with their classmates and work on their sharing and cooperation. But anyway, yeah, I don't know how much more footage I'm going to get for you. I'm going to go ahead and like sign off the talking part of this. Anything else I happen to film, I will tag on to the end of this. But I hope you enjoyed this day in my life as a kindergarten teacher rather than week in my life. I will probably do the same thing next week, just film one day. I'm thinking again on Friday, we're supposed to have our PBIS incentive on that day, so it's going to be pajama day, and I'm trying to come up, I'm thinking I'm going to do a little treat with them with sugar ice cream cones, like the pointed ones, that I'm going to have them cover with frosting. They're going to make Christmas trees because all of my students celebrate Christmas, so I think that will be kind of fun. We're going to watch a video as part of the incentive, and that's hopefully going to be a good day, but we will find out. So I will film that, share that with you for next week's vlog. But anyway, if you enjoyed this one, please leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me. Shout out to the 201 of you that are following. I'm really excited that you all are here. I didn't really expect much of anything when I started this channel, so I'm glad that you are finding enjoyment in what I post. And welcome if you are new, because I just hit that 200 mark like 2 days ago. So shout out to whoever it was that put me over the edge. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and that's about it. I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.